for this morning yoga practice. If you joined me for previous classes, you may notice I'm in a different environment. I'm actually in Puerto Rico, and I wanted to welcome you all on my vacation. I wanted to bring this peace and serenity with me to you. So if you would, just join me in a comfortable seated position, making sure your legs are crossed. If you'd like to, you can reach for a block, or if you have a stack of books that can help you in the poses. Definitely, if your hips are a little tight, I'm sitting on a block myself right now. So if you want to reach out for that, please do so. And then once you grab that, just come join me in the seated position as we start our practice. Placing your palms either face down or face up, wherever you feel comfortable, and slowly closing your eyes. Make sure your back is nice and tall, erecting your spine, allowing the air to flow easy in and out. I'm going to take this time to bring awareness to the body, checking in through all the spaces, starting from the toes, working your way up through the legs, the hips, the belly, the spine, the chest, the shoulders, the arms, the hands, back up the arm, to the neck, to the face, until you reach the top of the crown. Noticing any tension, any areas that may feel good, without any judgment, allow your body to be aware of this moment. Now take this moment to set an intention for your practice, wherever you are in your practice. For example, my intention for my entire vacation was to face my fears with patience and love. Now taking this moment to come to the breath, we're going to take 3 deep collective breaths together. Start by releasing all the air from the lungs. We're going to inhale and exhale through the nose. Slowly release all the air and take a nice deep breath in through the nose and release. 2 more times, nice deep breath in and release. Make this last one really count. Nice deep breath in and release. Come back to normal breathing and slowly begin to open up your eyes as we begin this practice. We're going to bring our focus to the neck. So start by bringing your chin down towards the chest. Start to rotate your head towards the left, dropping your head down, rotating over towards the right. Nice large circles. Continue the cycle 2 more times at your own pace. Taking a nice deep breath in as you drop your head back, and exhale as you bring your chin forward. One more time. Now start to rotate in the opposite direction. Nice deep breath in. Exhale. Dropping the head down. One last time. Stopping with your chin down towards your chest. Breathing into the back of the neck for a nice stretch here. Take a nice deep breath in and slowly raise your chin up towards the sky, dropping your head back, stretching the front of the neck. On the exhale, bring your head back down to center. And we're going to inhale, raising both arms up towards the sky. Exhale, twist towards your right, bringing your left hand at the center between your legs and your right hand behind you. If you can start to twist your focus towards the right shoulder. Take a nice deep breath in, and on the exhale, untwist, raising the arms back up towards the sky. Exhale, bringing that right arm forward, left arm back. Again, you can turn your gaze towards that left shoulder, or you can look out to your left side, wherever you feel comfortable. Take a nice deep breath in, raising those arms up towards the sky and dropping them down by your sides. If you're sitting on a block or a prop, you can move that to the side for the time being. We're going to come on to all fours. Making sure to stack your wrists right underneath the shoulders, knees right underneath the hips. We're going to go into our cat-cow. Take a nice deep breath in, dropping the belly, bring your gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, curl the spine, tuck the chin. 2 more times. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale. One last time, nice deep breath in, dropping that belly. Turn your gaze towards the sky. Exhale. Bring your chin towards your chest. Curl that spine. And slowly release, coming back to center. We're going to bring our 2 big toes together. Make sure your knees are a little bit wider than hip distance apart. We're going to sink our hips down towards our heels. We want to sink all the way back as far as you can. And elongate your arms for full stretch here, bringing your forehead down to the mat. This is our child's pose. Slowly lifting your head off the mat just a few inches above the ground. We're going to walk our hands towards the left side of the body. Take a nice deep breath here. Really getting that stretch on the right side. And then slowly walking your hands towards the right side of the mat. Really stretching here. Coming back to center. Slowly lift the hips up. Bring your knees in, about hip distance apart. Tuck your toes. We're going to come into our first downward dog. So slowly lift up the knees, but keep the knees nice and bent here. Let's elongate the spine, raising your hips and sit bones up towards the sky. Start to pedal 1 foot at a time. Nice deep breaths here. And then slowly taking your time, walk up towards the top edge of your mat for a forward fold. We're going to take a nice deep breath in, bringing your hands on your shins or your thighs. Raise that back up, full extension. And then exhale, release, fall forward. Allow your head to hang heavy. Create a nice bend here in the knees, allowing your chest to rest on the thighs. We're going to reach for opposite elbows. Allow your head to hang heavy and slowly rock from side to side. Be mindful of the blood flow. So if you tend to get headaches, you can keep your head up. Rock your side to side. Loosening up the hips, warming up the spine. And then slowly releasing both arms. We'll take another nice deep breath in. Bring your hands on your shins. Straighten your legs just a little bit. Straighten that back. Exhale, forward fold. And then slowly inhale. Begin to rise. Bring your arms up with you. Bring your palms together. Hands to heart center. Exhale, release. We're going to start our flow. Exhale, forward fold. Nice deep inhale. You can keep a micro bend in the knees. We're going to flat back. Nice full extension. Exhale, release. Stepping back 1 foot at a time. Coming into that high plank. Holding here for 1 deep breath. And exhale. Keeping the elbows close to the body. Allow your body to lay flat on the mat. Flatten your feet. And slowly inhale. Rotate the shoulders back into cobra. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes. Push the hips back. Come up on your knees and then straighten that back. You can keep them bending the knees here if you need to. If you're still feeling a little tightness in the hamstrings, or if not, you can bring your heels down towards the mat. We're going to start to pedal the feet 1 at a time. Once again. And then slowly walk to the top edge of our mat. Inhale, half lift. Hands on chin. Exhale, release. Inhale, slowly rise. Palms together. Take a nice deep breath in. Raising both arms. And on the exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Step back 1 foot at a time. This time, step back with the opposite foot first. Exhale, bending at the elbows. Flatten the body. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, come down to the mat. Push the hips back. Come right into that downward dog. So wherever you are, if you need a bend in the knees and the heels are raised, that's okay. If you bring your heels down, that's good as well. We're going to walk towards our top edge of our mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, slowly rise. Palms together, hands to heart center, and release. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. This time we're going to step back with the left foot first, coming into that high lunge. Making sure your knee is stacked above your ankle. If you have a nice solid foundation in that right foot, we're going to inhale, raising both arms towards the sky into our warrior 1. We're going to exhale, open up to warrior 2. You're going to pivot, making that left foot about 45-degree angle. And we're going to straighten this front knee. So you're going to release that bend. You can have a micro bend here if you need to. We're going to go into triangle pose here. So if you need to reach for the block or a stack of books to support yourself, you can place this on the front or the back side of that right foot, wherever you feel comfortable. So we're going to straighten that front knee as much as we can. We're going to shift our hips towards the left side. And we're going to slowly fall forward with that right hand, keeping that left arm towards the sky. If you have those blocks there, those books or block there, great. If not, you can reach for your shin. Inhale, come back up. Bend that front knee. Slowly shift that left arm forward and up back into warrior one. Exhale, bring both palms down. Step back with the right foot. Exhale, bending at the elbows. If you have it in your practice that you feel comfortable, you can inhale, lift up to upward dog, or come back up into cobra. Exhale, push the hips back. Come back into that downward dog. You're going to inhale, bringing that left knee in towards the chest. Curl the spine and step forward with the left foot as you transition to the opposite side. You're going to inhale, raising both arms towards the sky. Exhale, pivot that back foot, about 45-degree angle into warrior two. And then slowly start to straighten that front leg as much as you can. You can have a micro bend here if you feel more comfortable. And then shift your hips towards the right side as we slowly bring down that left arm to reach our block, the mat, or our shin, wherever we are in our practice. Be sure not to sit your hips back. You want to keep your hips in line as much as you can with that front foot. Keeping your heart nice and open here. Keeping your gaze towards the sky. Or if you experience some discomfort or dizziness, you can keep your gaze towards the earth. Slowly inhale, coming back into that warrior two pose, bending that front knee, shifting our right arm forward and past the chest, coming back up, reaching towards the sky, and then exhale, bringing both palms down. Coming back into that plank, exhale, come down, inhale, lift up, upward dog or cobra, wherever you are, pushing your hips back towards the sky. We're going to inhale, bringing that right knee in towards the chest, curling the spine, stepping forward into that lunge. Take another nice deep breath in. And if you can either just step forward or bring that left knee up and towards the chest and place it right next to that right foot. Coming into that forward fold. I'm going to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, slowly begin to rise. Bring your palms together, hands to heart center, releasing both arms. This time, keeping your arms reaching towards the sky. You can bring your feet together or keep them hip distance apart. And slowly sink down into that imaginary chair. Remembering to tuck the tailbone in. Engage your core. Inhale, lift. We're going to come back into that pose. Exhale, releasing your arms. Sweeping your arms across the chest. Reaching the palms opposite sides. Inhale, raise the arms back up towards the sky. Slowly sink down. If you feel your knees are starting, if you're hip distance apart, and you feel your knees are starting to come inward, you can place a block or a book in between the thighs and then sink down those hips. Inhale, rise, releasing that block or books. Come back to standing. We're going to exhale, Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Stepping back into plank. Exhale, bending at the elbows. Inhale, come up into cobra. Exhale, release. Pushing those hips back into our final downward dog. Take one breath here. And slowly bring your knees down towards the mat. We're going to cross at the ankles, coming back onto our sit bone, or just come back into a comfortable seated position. If that is a little more challenging for you, that's okay. I'm going to scoot forward just a little bit. We're going to come into a seated forward fold. You'll notice how it may feel a little different. You need to remove any extra flesh underneath the sit bone so we're lying flat on the earth. Making sure your back is nice and tall. And I usually have a strap to demonstrate, but today I don't unfortunately have one, which is okay. But I'll demonstrate without one. We're going to inhale, bringing both arms up towards the sky. Make sure you flex your toes, coming towards your face. And we're going to exhale, forward fold. Once you start to feel a curvature in your back, you want to stop there. That might be your edge, your breaking point. You can reach for your shins, even your knees, your shins, your ankles, from the soles of the feet or the toes. Take a nice deep breath here. Take 2 more breaths. And with each exhale, start to deepen that stretch as much as you can without curving the spine. And then slowly release, walking the hands back up the legs. Coming back onto our backs. We're going to hug the knees in towards the chest. Releasing the left leg, holding onto the right. We're going to go into a nice spinal twist here. Release that right arm, bringing that right knee across the body, over towards the left. You can keep your gaze towards the sky or turn towards the right shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Releasing that right leg. Inhale, bringing the left leg in towards the chest. Release that left arm. Extend and slowly bring that left knee across the body towards the right. Again, you can keep your gaze towards the sky or turn towards that left shoulder. Take a nice deep breath in, come back to center. Inhale both legs in towards the body. One nice hug, wrapping your arms around both legs. Take a nice deep breath in, and if you can, start to slowly bring your head up towards your knees, curling into a nice little ball here. You can try to rock from side to side, or stay here in stillness wherever you feel comfortable. And slowly bring your head down, releasing both legs, coming into our final pose, Shavasana. Relaxing the arms, the shoulders, the legs, the feet, the lower back, the hips, completely melted into the earth. And as always, I like to say, if you want to stay in this final pose longer, please feel free to do so. This is your time to honor yourself. This is your time. For those of you ready to move forward, start to wiggle the toes and the fingers, awakening the body. And with both arms extended above the head, for a nice full body stretch, pointing your toes. Take a nice deep breath here. Start to roll over to your right side into fetal position, supporting the head and the neck, and pressing into the earth with the left hand. Keeping your eyes closed, come back up to a comfortable seated position. Placing your palms together, hands at heart center. We're going to close out with one collective breath together. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Start by releasing all the all the air from the lungs. Take a nice deep breath in and release. Thank you for joining me for this morning's yoga practice. I hope that you enjoy. I hope that I was able to offer you a little bit of peace on earth right now, which I'm surrounded by. I hope you all have a wonderful and amazing weekend. Thank you again. Namaste.